Ray Brown has a good question. He wants to know if you know who sold the most records at Michel'le, Egyptian Lover or Eazy's Boys in the Hood.
I probably at Michel'le, probably was Egyptian Lover. Probably was Egyptian Lover. Egypt was a big single. Egypt was a huge single for Michel'le. They started off on Michel'le, but they quickly went over went over to Priority. Eazy started off at Michel'le, but they quickly went to Priority. Don came back right behind that, took the same album cover, put a new back on it, added some more songs from the Feed the Fresh crew, and then re-released it as an album. Because the first album, the first project they did was just the EP, like 4 or 5 cuts. Then Doc's old group, Feed the Fresh crew, came to town. Dr. Rock sold them some masters, and they added that shit. They added some songs to it and made an album. But I think they shut him down shortly after that.
How did it work back then when one would jump from, say, a Michel'le to a Priority, and maybe even use Eazy and N.W.A as an example? What was the process for that? Is it just buzzing in the street so much they can't handle it and they need the big guy to help them out? Like, what would be the benefits of them jumping from Michel'le to Priority?
When you went to Michel'le, you paid for your own pressing, your own recording, everything. Michel'le just distributed your stuff to the general public. You had to have somebody else work the radio, work the streets, everything. You had to have your own people. Michel'le just pressed records and shipped them. When you got a big enough buzz, any and everybody might come looking for you. It was like I think I said it last week with me and Dre. Michel'le was like college ball. Okay, it was like college. Michel'le, you had a bunch of college players, and depending on who they were, how many records they sold, the majors, being the NFL or the NBA, would scoop them up and put them on a team. Now they paying for everything. You might not make as much money, but they paying for everything. And when you have paid, if you have spent all your money, had to figure out whether you're gonna pay your house note or pay this distributor or pay this record promotion or go to the studio versus your house note, that relief looks good. Man, here's $100,000. I need an album from you, but now you got to stand in line. I'm gonna tell you what I know. Now you got to stand in line behind Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, Tina Marie, Frankie Beverly, and Mays, and your release date starts off in February, but it ends up being in August. Hip hop moved too fast for that. By the time your shit come out, it's already dated. And that was if you didn't go in as a priority, because a lot of times they would pick they have a hot single, they give you a budget, the majors give you a budget, back it up with an album, then they release the album, bam. Everybody now they take the album to another level. The same thing happened to JJ Fad. Perfect example. JJ Fad. We had JJ Fad Supersonic on our distribution company, West Coast Record Distributors, on Dream Team Records. We had our own marketing team, radio team, the whole 9 yards, but we weren't the majors. And we broke that record in a couple of markets, and it made it hot. So Ruthless bought the masters from Rudy. Eric bought the masters from Rudy, gave Dre some money and the girls some money to go to the studio and do another album. I think Yella and Arabian Prince ended up doing the album, but they did a remix on Supersonic, wrapped the album around it. So now people buying the Supersonic for the album. So you're making 10 times the money as a label, as opposed to single money. And Rudy, all he had was single money. Now they got an album. The company makes more money. You sell 1 million records, you make $10 million for the most part.
Okay. Digital Soapbox Network, and shout out to Still and 8 over there doing a great job. They posed a question recently on their show. They asked, was MC Ren just as nice with the pen as Ice Cube? What are your thoughts?
He was nice. I think Ice had a little bit more creativity. Ren was good, don't get me wrong. Ren is a great writer. He's a great writer. I think Cube had a little more direction. He wasn't, after a while, he was no longer under the thumb of anybody, so he had to write a little bit harder because he had to write for himself. Ren has an album I understand it's supposed to have been a dope ass album. I think it came out after Eazy died, right before Eazy died. Didn't get the same support that normally would have got. But I think Cuba's a hell of a writer. Ren is a hell of a writer, but I've never heard Ren write anything anybody can dance to. He's a very prolific writer, but I've never heard of Cube have anything that would have been on the radio. That makes a big difference.
Facts. Well, we're almost at the end, Lonzo. Big day tomorrow. Any last words you want to say? Any invites? What's coming up? Talk to us.
Man, if you can't watch the show live, or if you can't see it, we'll be live streaming tomorrow on the Compton Entertainment channel only for the time being. I ain't giving YouTube my content yet. I love them to death, but I'm skipping on the Compton Entertainment channel. I'm trying to bump my numbers up. So to go to your Android or your iPhone, you can download the Compton Entertainment channel. Watch it at the house. Go to Roku, Fire Stick, Amazon, all the stuff that's crawling across the top there, right there. You see it, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV. We'll be live tomorrow on. We'll be going live about 12 o'clock on the radio on the Compton Entertainment channel. We'll probably post it on the channel later on, but for live viewing, I'm trying to get y'all used to going to the channel, folks. Much love to you.
Good call. Lonzo, one more question. Art Chavez, Lonzo, did Eazy ever perform live at the Roadium when Michel'le and Dre were on the wheels of still making mixtapes?
Couldn't tell you that. Okay, I don't know. Very possible.
That'd be a good question for Tony Vision.
Yeah, that's a damn good. Tony was there. Tony A was there. He could tell you much better than I could. He can tell you much better than I could. I can't answer that question. I can see it possibly happening, but also knowing Eric.
There it is, man. Well, let's wrap it up. I know you got to.
I got another Zoom call right this one right here, folks. Mm-hmm. You all come out tomorrow, right, Dusty?
There it is, Lonzo.
Steve,
all right, man.
Steve, your signs are here too. I got all the signs together too, so we ready to roll, folks. We are ready to roll.
Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow, my man. Looking forward to it, dude. I'll get with you offline and we'll figure out the details for tomorrow.
You got it. All right, folks. Peace. What did I say? What am I doing? I'm tired, folks. I'm tripping.
Oh, you got your thing, man. You gotta hit him with the thing.
Okay. For those who never heard of me, I'm the first one put Dr. Dre in the surgery, put Ice Cube in the freezer until he got cold on the eve after dark center stage Super Bowl. In the movie Straight Outta Compton, they played me like a hater of rap. Don't believe that Hollywood bullshit, because it was all cap. My history goes deeper than most will ever know. But just remember that N.W.A. stands for Not Without Alonzo. Peace, y'all.